Hey, real quickly, who's been to East Park in the past year? Okay, who's a grandparent or a parent? What is wrong with you? There were almost 9,000 people in half a season at the splash park that the city put out there. So if you've been there, you know that's probably why you went to East Park this past year. And if you haven't, you're really missing something. I fully expect to have more than 10,000 visitors there this year. So big project. There's still a little bit in Galion an attitude about West Side, East Side. And so we just looked as a city at what resource we had that was underutilized and put this outstanding new benefit to young people and to the community out there. So get out there. Other things in terms of projects got accomplished last year. I think before many people got done complaining about Portland Way South, it was tore up, built, and back open for service. So that was quite a big project. We also did some major projects in the sewer and water, things that you really don't see. But boy, when they break, you sure know about it. So I think those kinds of public works projects continued last year. I think probably the biggest thing that I would say about last year and going forward is the coalescing of a development team that I think really has been effective, and the results speak for themselves. Now, clearly the government, city government, any government, plays a supplemental role in any kind of business development. And what we found here in the community is this assembly of a team that really wants to work with businesses that want to invest in the community. And so I'm proud to be part of that team, and the other people who are doing it on a daily basis know what I'm describing. So what's happened in terms of relatively small but positive new business growth, I fully expect to continue going into this year. And I would only say that one thing that unites most of these projects, and sort of an encouragement of people in this room, is that for the most part, all of the investments have been made by investors outside the community. So Joe and the Chamber Board and some of this meeting trying to figure out how to get people who have resources within the community to invest in businesses here. But I get a chance every once in a while. You're kind of good to look down like the gas gauge and see how much the income tax is delivering so that we can provide those essential services. Every time I look at that, I think of Jerry and this group right here. It's like, wow, where in the heck would we be without Avita and the various affiliates? So I think it was true always here in Galion when we, in that heyday of big industry, it's had to take that major employers for granted. And right now in Galion of these days, you sure as hell don't want to take Avita for granted. So I think their continued growth, and they are the largest non-public employer in terms of income and income tax. Going forward, real quickly, everyone who came here from the south, get ready to be rerouted for about 6 to 8 weeks this summer in sections from Heisey Park to Carter Drive. There'll be a sewer replacement, just a section of it, and a total reconstruction of Portland Way out there. So who drove up here thinking, boy, this road really bleeps, somebody should do something about it? Come on. No? Okay, all right, I do every time I'm on it. By any measurement, that is the most actively used thoroughfare in the community, and it will continue to grow in terms of traffic volume. So it's pretty important, just from a commerce point of view, but also from a community image point of view. I think the biggest challenge, the last question I'm asked to try to answer, it's a little bit like what I talked about last year, and I know that was a memorable speech, so you remember that. But it is the need to keep pulling the community together. For so long, one of the most exciting things in town was to pick apart either your employer or the city government or your teacher or something, and really beginning to turn the corner significantly. So in a certain sense, Pastor Paul would say, stop preaching to the choir. They're all here this morning, but I want to thank you for being those kinds of positive people who are pulling the community together and actually feel good about being in Galion.